and welcome to the Pattie Morning Show. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Pattie Panthers. You may now be seated. Here's today's encore schedule. Have a happy Friday, and now let's go to Mr. Luciati and see what he has for us today.
All right, good morning, everybody. It is Friday, and that means it is time for the Pattie Sports Show. We got Teddy Ballgame, we got the Luch. We are coming at you, ready for the Friday. Are you ready for your weekend, Teddy Ballgame? I'll bet you are.
I am, Deluch. We got some baseball this weekend on Sunday. Looking forward to that. How about you? You got any sports events planned for this weekend?
I have my own baseball game this weekend, Teddy Ballgame.
Nice.
Yeah, but two of my games been rained out, so I'm excited to get back on the field this weekend, play with my buddies, and hopefully pull out a win, and hopefully the Luch isn't too rusty.
Well, Deluch, we got some baseball news. We got the Washington Nationals. They lost their game to the Toronto Blue Jays 9-5. The Philadelphia Phillies, they were beat by the St. Louis Cardinals 5-2. Currently in baseball, we have the San Francisco Giants at the best record in the National League, and the Kansas City Royals are on top of the American League.
That just proves right there how long of a season it is and how early it is, because you're going to hear it right here, boys and girls. Predictions from Deluch. The San Francisco Giants and the Kansas City Royals will not be in the World Series at the end of the year.
And we'll move on to some NBA news. The Washington Wizards had their 8-game winning streak snapped. So they got it to 8 games, Deluch, and they lost in a 146-143 overtime loss to the San Antonio Spurs. Bradley Beal put up 45 points, but it wasn't enough. The Wiz fell 1 game short of tying their longest winning streak in franchise history.
Imagine if they just played a little defense, Teddy Ballgame.
I know, man.
If Bradley Beal stopped shooting threes and just played a little defense, maybe they would have kept it, they could have won that game and kept it a reasonable score. That's crazy.
But the Wizards, they're hanging around, man. Hopefully they can pull out a playoff spot here at the end of the year. Brooklyn Nets have taken over the top spot in the Eastern Conference. Utah Jazz remain at the top of the Western Conference.
Teddy Ballgame, is it possible that the Wizards pull off a little magic at the end of the year?
I like it. I hope so. I'm rooting. You root for the home team, even if you got other teams. Always root for the home team. So really hoping that the Wiz can pull it off. But absolutely. I do like that little play on words there.
Got to keep up with you, Teddy Ballgame.
In NHL news, we got the Washington Capitals. They defeated the New York Islanders 1-0. Daniel Sprong scored the game's only goal to give the Capitals their 3rd win in a row against the Islanders. We just talked about that last week, how the Capitals and the Islanders were going to play against each other 3 straight games. The Washington Capitals won all 3 of those games, but the Pittsburgh Penguins are now right on their tail, 1 point behind the Capitals.
Always. Hey, that's cool. It's always cool to see a team step up when you have, 2 of the top teams playing, and the Caps brought it, and, they earned it. And, of course, we're down to the Caps and Pens, as we always are.
And, unfortunately, we have more MLS news with the DC United. They lost their 2nd game of the season, unfortunately, 1-0 to the New England Revolution. How about this, Deluch? The loss was a tough pill to swallow, as the United lost on an own goal.
What?
So one of their players put the goal into their net, and they lost 1-0. How about that, Deluch?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame. Boys and girls, don't shoot at your own net.
No.
There's the lesson for today.
The United hope to put their loss behind them. They face off against the San Jose Quakes this weekend.
San Jose Quakes. All right.
Yeah. And that's what I got, Deluch.
Nice. Well, that's awesome, Teddy Ballgame. Thank you for those updates. I got some kind of joke formulating in my mind about the Quakes. I feel like I could have worked in a good pun there, but I'll avoid it. In the spirit, once again, the last week of Month of the Military Child, I want to recognize another famous athlete, boys and girls, and Teddy Ballgame. You might not know who served in the military, Willie Mays. Highly regarded as one of the best baseball players of all times. They call him a 5-tool baseball player. We'll get into those details later, but one of the best. He was Rookie of the Year in 1951 which means that was his first season playing, and he was the best of all, first year baseball players. And then the next year, he was drafted to serve in the Korean War. And boys and girls, we talk about being drafted. We don't have the draft right now. Right now, anybody in your family or anybody who is currently serving in the military has chosen to do that. Well, not that long ago, we had something that was called the draft, where they didn't have a choice. They were just told you were going to serve. And that's what happened to Willie Mays. But he had to put 2 years in, and then he still came back into baseball and became one of the best. So pretty awesome story. And, once again, boys and girls out there, thank you all for all your perseverance, your courage, your bravery, because you're serving right along with your families right now, because we know it's not easy. So thank you for letting us give you this safe space to come every day. And Teddy Ballgame, I wanted to bring up one more sporting event this weekend. We have the Kentucky Derby.
Kentucky Derby, I like it.
Kentucky Derby, yeah, one of the most famous horse race in the entire country. Race 1 of what they call the Triple Crown. So there's 3 total races, and it kicks off this weekend. And Teddy Ballgame, I want to get your pick, your horse pick for who's going to win this Kentucky Derby. And I know you and you know me. We know nothing, absolutely nothing about horse racing. But boys and girls, they all have really cool names. So Teddy Ballgame, I have no idea what your pick is, but I want to hear it right now for the first time. Who is your pick to win the Kentucky Derby on Saturday?
Well, I'm going to go with Hot Rod Charlie.
All right, almost picked that. I could understand that for you, but why don't you indulge us? Why'd you pick that name, Teddy Ballgame?
Well, it just comes down to the name Charlie. I got a little puppy named Charlie, and that's why I picked Hot Rod Charlie.
Here, I thought it went with the hot rod because you drive a Stang. You drive the Mustang. I thought you liked hot rod.
There you go.
So Teddy Ballgame, boys and girls, I went with Rock Your World. I just dig that. I think anybody with a name like that is coming out to get you. And I kind of like to think that I rock everyone's world on a regular basis. I don't know. I just think it's cool. 5-1 odds too. He's pretty favored to win. So we'll see. Rock Your World and Hot Rod Charlie. We'll see if they pull it out. Very cool. All right, Teddy Ballgame, thank you so much for co-hosting. I hope you have a great weekend. Boys and girls out there, have a great day. Don't forget to bring it today. Teachers out there, have a great Friday. We're doing this together because together we are
Pattie.